Okay, hi everybody. I just did some Arashi Shibori scarves. There's 3 of them that are on here. They've been pleated and dyed and steamed and dried. Dried so that the pleats will stay. I can feel this one's still a little wet. I might not open it up all the way. But this is the fun part when we get to really see what we're going to get. I'm just going to unwind the string. It's going to take me a minute. You see these have been really pretty carefully wound with the string so that it's like a nice even roll. And that's really what you see throughout the Arashi Shibori, is this even pattern of the string being tied, which creates the actual driving rain pattern, which the Arashi Shibori, I think Arashi means driving rain. Okay, so I took the cord off of these 2, but not this one because it still feels a little cool, and that's how you can tell your silk is still damp, because of its heat absorbency. When it's cold, when it's dry, it'll feel warm. Like these, you can tell immediately from the temperature that they're dry. So this one, see, it takes a little bit of tape, a couple places. You can see how much the steam has set the pleats. This one in a very even pattern, trying to mimic one that I did natural dyes. But this is definitely the coolest moment when you get to actually open them up and see what they look like, because it's just one of these forms that you put it together, but you're definitely not completely responsible for the finished product. This is looking really pretty to me. I'm going to cut my pleat ties that I've used to hold the pleats together. The whole thing is a bit tricky. There's another one. I should be able to open it up. I feel like this one still has a little dampness to it. I'm not going to like stretch it out all the way. I'm going to keep it like this until it's fully dry. But you can see the type of effect we're going to get. Sometimes I'll iron these and take most of it out. You'll still see the folds, the pleats, but then the pattern comes out, which is really cool. And over time, that they flatten a little, but it will keep the folds for quite a long time. I'm sure this one is going to have a considerable amount of light colors in it, because you can see it didn't saturate all the way through. Start to, this is about a 1.5 yards of 36-inch charmeuse silk. I think this is the, shouldn't even quote the thickness on it. I have 2. This one's the slightly thinner one. I think it's like 12 mom. I don't know much about those designations. And as you can see, this one is also very beautiful. Start to see the patterns. I have, of course, the little gathers, the little pleats are tied together. Open them up. This one I did like a big diagonal fold across the whole thing. And then folded it up pretty randomly compared to that other one. Continuing those diagonal folds, almost like you'd fold a paper airplane. I was going for greens and blues. I had the rainbow colors already because I did this rainbow one here. But this one's showing a lot of this just gorgeous gray blue. Get just a thread or two more here. Diligent about knotting this tiny little section. And there it is. This one is really more the size of a shawl. Give you a little better look, maybe. You can see the shine to this fabric, undoubtedly. It actually has a more dull side to a crepe finish on the other side. Now what's fun is when I hem these, this little accordion pleat on the edge will kind of straighten out and it'll give the whole scarf like more body. I just love this technique, the randomness, and you know, this camera just barely does it justice. And here's the pink one. Very cool. We'll just have to wait on this one. It's rainbowy. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. I just wanted to show you how it might look on. A little more of the detail. You can see a little bit of the effects of the salt, but mostly it just left a little speckling on this one. Goes really well with my Snoopy pants, I'm sure. Take apart this last one so we can, now that it's dried, it's evening now. I did this one with a similar pleat pattern to this one, but a bit more random and quite a bit bigger. And I was kind of thinking the rainbow was going to go from one side to the other. The trick to this is figuring in your mind like the way that the shape is going to be from folding and how it'll get like three-dimensional. And it moved quite a bit because I did the steaming before I had dried the dyes. Oh, it's beautiful. Subtle and pastels. Let's see if I can show you. I think it's the best one today. You can't see the colors as well. Oh, there we go. The purple and green and there they are. Ready to make some woman feel very beautiful.